All right, you guys, back out here working on the Jag again. Now I got starting to get that same symptoms. Battery not charging, and I had hoped it wasn't the alternator, but it looks like it might be. Basically, I charge the battery up, run it. It runs fine. The battery gets low, and it's falling off, so the alternator is really not picking up. It should run without a battery, but I know there's a lot of systems that do run off the battery, even though the car is running. So, yeah, and I know it has like this battery maintenance system that converts the alternator charge back to the battery and where it needs to go. That might be off, but I'm not sure. I probably have to take it to the shop and get that done. But I'm gonna take the alternator off and take it over to AutoZone, let them test it and make sure the alternator is okay before I take a leap and go and buy a new alternator. But yeah, it's got right down at the bottom. It's got 2 bolts in it. You can access it from, just take off the skid plate. You can access it no problem, and pretty easy to come off of there. All right, so I'll bring it back when I find some results there. All right, I'm up underneath the car right now. Alternator right there. Like I said, it only had those 2 bolts in it, and you got to disconnect the power cable on the other side over there, and that's pretty much it. And it slips right off of that joint, and then you pull it right out the bottom here. Like I said, all you do is pull down the skid plate, and yeah, ain't much to it. There you have it. Got the alternator out. Like I said, it only has 2 bolts in it, and just pretty much disconnect the power connector, and then there's another little connector right here on the side that you got to disconnect. You want to get this one off first because it's like a really skinny little line. You don't want to snap that off, and then that just bolts off with a 15 millimeter socket on there. And I think these are 13 or 14 millimeter bolt heads on there. So yeah, so pretty much. So I'm gonna run it over to AutoZone and see if they can check it out for me and make sure it's still functional. If it's bad, then I'll just go ahead and replace it. But I won't make the mistake of buying parts before I go and check and see if there's anything wrong with the existing parts. All right, so I'll bring it back once I find a resolution there. All right, I'm back from AutoZone. So what I did notice though, when I was removing it, this connector was not really connected, or was brittle on the end. There's like one wire connector in there that goes right here. So I think it might have been either about to break off or was already broken off there. So without that connector, it's probably not gonna command the alternator to charge. So I think that was pretty much what it is. But at least I dodged the bullet, and that's always a smart thing to do. Especially for parts like this. I think this alternator is probably about $250 to $300, and like I said, it only took like 15 minutes to take off, so it ain't nothing really big deal to it. But at least that checked out. So I dodged that bullet. But this connector right here, I either got to find the right connector or figure out if I can take that pin out of there and reconnect it, or I probably just have to get another one of these, and you probably got to go on eBay somewhere to find one. Here's another little gadget that's pretty good to add to your car. A little voltmeter. That way you can monitor your voltage in real time. You got the connectors on the back, so pretty easy. You can actually hook up a cable to it and just plug it into your cigarette lighter. Some of them actually are on the little chargers, have a little voltmeter on them, so you can find those. I got this one for like $12 on like Amazon or something. So I'm gonna find a little clever place to put it so it's permanently mounted. And yeah, that's a pretty good thing to have. All right, here's the spot I decided to put the voltmeter. I just put it right back here, where the battery is located at, right here. So, I just ran the wire right off the positive side, negative side right there. Now you got a little voltmeter back here in the back so you can see what the voltage is. I don't want to disturb anything up in the front dash area or in the glove compartment or in the center console. So I was like, if I put it back here, it's pretty good. And it's just funny, right here, I cut the hole in there in the material with a box cutter, and as I was trimming around, and it just so happened to be the main power wire from the battery is like right here. I was like, man, I couldn't have picked a better spot to try to cut a hole, but you know, it ended up coming out looking pretty nice. So I think that's a good addition to the car right there. So you can see DC voltage, so you don't have to do any guesswork. I mean, yeah, it's in the trunk, but you know, if it becomes an issue, you can at least come out, pop the trunk, and see what it looks like. All right, I'm back. I just want to do an update on the voltmeter I installed. It was reading 11.5 or something like that earlier, and now it's up to 12.6 volts, so charging well. I bought this little battery charger on eBay. I think I might have paid about 30 bucks for it. It's only got, you know, push button that says automatic and manual. Manual mode, you have to kind of monitor it and, you know, and turn it off so it won't, you know, damage your battery. But in automatic mode, it just, you know, it just keeps going until that charging light, you know, goes out, and it lets you know that it's fully charged, and then the battery indicator will show that it's fully charged up as well. That's it. You know, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but pretty good product, you know, for 30 bucks or so, and charges up pretty fast. So probably something good you might want to have in your toolbox. You don't want to pay too much money for it. You know, I buy a lot of things not that expensive, just in case they break. I'm not worried about warranty. I just buy a new one. And again, voltage is holding pretty steady at, you know, 12.6. So I'll let it run for probably like an hour or two, or whenever it charges all the way up. Then I'll get a car run and then see what happens. All right, y'all, I'm back with a new toy I picked up off of Amazon. They paid about 150 bucks for it. It's the iCarsoft, and it's a nice computer that resets everything. And you know, the issue I was having with my battery not charging and stuff like that, it's because the battery monitor system needs to be reset. So you definitely, this is a tool you definitely need to have, and it's the Land Rover V2.0 model, and yeah, it should pretty much take care of everything else. And plus it also resets stuff like, you know, there's a lot of videos out there that tell you how to reset your service light if you change your own oil or something like that. But it don't always work. But if you get this, it's definitely going to work. And this is a tool you're going to need anyways. As long as you got a car like that and it's no longer in the warranty or something like that, or, you know, getting older, whatever it is, you buy it used, you definitely need one of these. And they make one for pretty much any type of car out there. So I think it's a pretty neat tool to have. Like I said, 150 bucks on Amazon, something well worth investing in if you're going to do your own maintenance and stuff like that and work on your own vehicle. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. And then once I hook it up and so we get everything reset, and I'll give you the results of, you know, if everything worked out good and my battery's charging like it's supposed to, everything's running fine. All right, y'all, I'm back out here in the car. I got the iCarsoft computer hooked up. I did the reset on the battery function there, and I don't know if you can see it well there, but you can see right there the see if I can clear that video up. Yeah, you can see that the voltage is going up, 11.86. So it's working its way back up, so it's actually charging. And what I had to do was immediately go in. When I first hooked it up, it wouldn't even, it was like a connection problem. So I hooked it up to my laptop, and I updated the software. And it's a pretty easy program. Once you plug it in, it loads up the program, or you can just go to the iCarsoft website and download the software to update. It has some basic simple updates on there. It comes with like a 256 megabyte memory card in it, and I guess it updates to that. You know, I don't think you need much more than that, but yeah, I got the current updates on it. I just updated it for Land Rover and Jaguar, everything, and pretty much I can get everything updated now, and if, you know, start as soon as I plug it in, it start, you know, updating everything. So I was able to easily reset and didn't have a problem with the connection, and it worked perfectly. So yep, you definitely need one of these. And then I was checking my little voltmeter out in the back, and it's corresponding with the voltage on the computer here. So yeah, so this is a must-have. You know, if you got the, you know, you got a Jaguar or used any used car, you definitely, this iCarsoft thing, I recommend it, because yeah, it's pretty hype. Okay, so you know, just want to let you know how to resolve the problem.